We're not even going to pretend or try our Spanish. We'll practice our Spanish here. And then y'all can come into that later on when we get stronger on that.
I mean,
okay.
I can speak Spanish.
Yeah, he's picking up Spanish faster than I am.
Solo hablo un poco de español.
What does that mean?
I only speak a little Spanish.
Okay.
I
Look at him.
think that's what it means.
I hope if all our Spanish-speaking people let us know whether this man just said what he thinks he said. Okay, so hello everyone. You guys have been sending us a ton of questions since we moved to Mérida, Mexico. When? A week.
Less than a week.
5 days. 6 days. 6 days ago. We've been getting so many questions, and we figured it's just gonna be faster to do a video talking about it. Hey, Christine, she said, "See, you're right. Hey, look at you." But Christine, do you speak Spanish? Hold up, Christine, let us know. Do you speak Spanish? Okay, so we've been getting a ton of questions. People want to know, like, are y'all alive? How you doing? So we decided that we were going to do a video talking about what shocked us, because y'all, this has been surprising. Oh, did I forget to hit live? Oh, shucks, I forgot to hit live. Here we go. Okay, let us know in the chat if you can hear us, if you can see us, and so that way we know that everything is working the way it should be working. But yes, we decided, hey, Aisha, hey, Bola, hey, Christine. There's so many more of you guys here. Say hello in the chat. Hola. People, hey, Rachel. People be like, hola. Hey, Sophie. Hey, MK. Okay. Natalie said she can hear. Okay, boom. Now let's get into this conversation. So we want to talk to y'all about the things that shocked us the most since we've moved over here. Where do we want to start? Hey, hola. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the family stuff, family friendliness.
Well, everything here is family friendly.
Everything here.
Everything.
Like, the city feels like it's the most made for children city I've ever seen. Oh, I know another thing we need to talk about, but I'll write it down. Okay, go.
Everything has a kid focus or a safety focus for children. Like the apartment that we're in. We're doing Airbnb right now. It has a balcony, but the balcony has like these bars on, and not like security bars, but like
beautiful bars. It's like gorgeous.
It looks like this.
So you see these bars right behind us, but with like
it looks
spaces.
It looks like it's decor, and you can
People
see.
Said we're here for the gist. Give us the gist. Don't worry, we got gist for you today.
But it's beautiful,
and it's gorgeous.
It's meant to make sure your kids don't fall off the balcony.
Yeah. And like everywhere we go, there's stuff for children.
There's parks.
So like we went to the mall, and in the mall they had a government office, like an official government of Mexico. People could go there, do their immigration stuff. And why is it that the immigration office has a playground in it? But get this, the playground was inside the immigration office, and in the mall, outside the immigration office, was another playground with a full rock climbing wall, and then all the other things you expect in a playground inside the mall. Like, not, normally we go to malls and you'll see the little like
you put the quarter in
to drive the little car, or like, yeah, that one. No,
just rocks back and forth.
No, this was rock climbing wall. Do y'all know that my daughter has been like, "Mommy, we need to go rock climbing in Canada," and we haven't had time. And here I am, like, sis, go and carry yourself. Look, full rock climbing experience. Enjoy yourself. She just went. She enjoyed herself. I went to sit by the playground with the rock climbing wall, and some of the children that had been there before came to meet their dad beside us. When I say these children were sweating, like sweating from play, as if play was work. It was good. It was beautiful. So there was a playground there. There was a playground at hey Deborah, hey Muba, hey Literature, hey Afro Global, hey My Perfectly Flawed Life, hey Panda, hey Kiddies Smart. Yeah, you would love this. Hey Audrey, hey Brendan. So many of you guys, say hi in the chat. Let us know you here. Okay. So not only that, for child friendliness, like this is a big deal. We went to
La Let's talk about La Plancha.
My God. La Plancha Park.
La Plancha.
We went to a park.
This place is crazy.
I've never seen a park like this.
It has everything. It has a skate park.
It
has a train.
Slides.
It has a train museum.
A train museum. Yes.
And inside the train museum, there's a food court with like 50 different
food places.
Ice cream, pizza, tacos.
All the food.
Everything you could imagine.
Juice bar, smoothies.
Yeah, smoothies.
And then a bunch of course, like Mexican food options. Yes. And then as if that food court with like 20 options is not enough for you, there was now another food court. No.
Where are you connected to?
Y'all, I'm connected to, that's the one downside. Let's see. Can y'all?
Are we back?
Okay, boom, boom, boom. We're back. If you hear us again, hey, Kelly, let us know. Let us know. Can y'all hear us? Put it in the chat because it froze. But as if someone said, did we move already? Sis, we are coming to you live from Mérida, Mexico. Amazingness. If the 20 food places are not enough for you, there was now another food court that you could walk to in the same park with Japanese food, sushi, dumpling. I said, wow. But let me talk about the park. One more thing about this park. That's not
even the park.
That's not the park. That's just the food court, the railroad museum, and the other stuff around the park. This park was these.
Yes.
It had a swing. Y'all know, all my parents, we know this. You take your children Okay, there we go. We're back. I think we're back. We're back.
Well,
do you see the one challenge? We're getting there. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It's coming. This is always second to the other. Okay. So CR Beauty said, am I the only one not connected? You were not the only one, sis. All of us are trying to figure out what was going on with our internet connection. She said, I'm still connected. Muba, I love this. Muba was like, y'all, let's just give them a minute. They will be back. They will be back. Thank you. Kelly was like, come back. Okay, all right. I forgot that this thing can show this stuff. She said we are here for the gist. Yes. Okay. So we'll get back to the challenge, which is the challenge you guys are all witnessing with us. See, she said we're still waiting on Instagram. Yes, we got you. Tell us that we're back. Tell us that if you see us, because I want to make sure y'all can see us.
It should be fine now.
Okay. All right, let's talk about it. So children focus. Everywhere you go, there's parks. Even like some of the poshest, highest end restaurants still have playgrounds. Children are just a big focus. Okay, number 2, the gorgeous.
Well, the playgrounds is different.
Oh,
because you think it's like a swing set and a slide.
Yes,
that's what we were talking.
That's
about.
What we're talking about. La
the
plancha.
Swing.
So there's this swing for the baby where you put the baby in, and instead of you pushing the baby with your hands manually, you just sit down in front of your child, and of course your weight just starts swinging. So of course you have to keep it like calm and cool so that the child doesn't just fly everywhere. But like you're having fun while they're having fun. It's wonderful.
This park was crazy. It had everything. It had an obstacle
2-story slide.
It had an obstacle course. It had a 2-story slide. Think like water park slide.
Yeah.
But without the water.
Yeah.
They had to climb 2 stories inside this cage so that it was safe. And then it had like this big slide that swirled around a whole bunch. It had, I didn't even see the other side. The park was so big, I didn't make it to the other end.
Yep.
But it had so many cool things.
It was dope. It was dope. And that was just one of the parks we visited. Then the place, so let's talk living. So like we didn't really know what to expect, right? Either way, we knew we had made the decision. Either way, we knew that God had told us we were supposed to move over here. We knew that for sure. And we kind of made the decision like, everybody's like, make sure you're okay. Are you guys going to be okay? And we're like, really prayerful about it. And just kind of like thinking about it around like the sacrifices that we're going to be making, leaving our friends, leaving our family, leaving our church, leaving our community. Like that's the biggest deal. But we've just been so surprised. Like, okay, landing here, we chose this Airbnb online and it is gorgeous. It is like, I love modern contemporary looks. It is everything I want in a modern contemporary vibe. But then what we didn't expect was the whole complex that we're in is like it looks like a vacation villa. Like you drive in and
it's like a timeshare.
It looks like a timeshare
that they try
location.
To sell you every time you go on vacation.
Yeah, that
only
you
it's
can
real.
Only you live there every day because they
real.
be telling you pay how much so you can come and visit for 1 week.
Yeah.
The drive-in is manicured, like it is gorgeous outside. It's gorgeous inside.
There's 3 pools.
In the complex we're in, there's 3 pools.
There's a giant trampoline. There's
yes.
an outdoor playground.
There's an indoor playground.
There's a gym. With all kinds of weights and stuff in it. And
machines. There's and all of this is literally like a 2-minute walk with the children. And y'all know children walk real slow. So it's like a 2-minute walk away and you just walk on down and you're there. And then where we are is just like 30-minute drive away from the city center. Now the city center, okay, let's talk about the activities here. Another thing that we weren't expecting was the number of things you can do. Like this is just 6 days in. We haven't even seen the place yet. That's our assumption. We have only seen a small sliver of it. But we went to the Central, which is the center of the city. And first of all, there's so many restaurants everywhere. Oh my gosh, the food. From day one, from meal one, Josh was just like, oh, we chose the right place.
I could get used to this. It's delicious. It's delicious
was so
food.
good.
And I think that was one thing Tori might have been afraid of.
Yes.
We've done the Cancun stuff.
Yes.
And not just like going to Cancun and going
we did
out,
a resort.
going to resorts.
Yeah, in Cancun. And the food was...
hated it.
Yeah.
Every time.
And I was like, I don't like Mexican food. That's what I thought based on what I had eaten at the resort. Turns out what we were eating at the resort was Americanized Mexican
I tried
food.
to tell you.
He did try to tell me. He was like, this isn't real Mexican food.
I was one of the most loved foods in the planet. There are a few. There's a lot of them. But Mexican is like one. No.
That it's one of the most loved
of course
foods
not.
on the planet.
It's one of the most loved foods on the planet. Listen, every culture loves their food. And there are some foods that every culture loves.
It's true.
Italian is one of them.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
Chinese, Asian.
That's true.
Thai food.
That's true.
Everybody loves it. And Mexican food. Okay. People love Mexican food.
Okay, I didn't.
There can't be that many people
that love it.
That love Mexican food
and it not
if
be
it
good.
Tastes that bad.
Right.
And I really think that it's people in resorts in Cancun and other places that are just like, I wish I didn't have to cook at a resort.
Yeah.
Like I like this is the food that I have to cook. They give me bad ingredients because they want to have the cheapest cost to them, cheapest expense. So they get the worst ingredients, and this is what I'm stuck cooking with.
Yeah.
So it's not a real taste of what Mexico has to offer.
Yeah.
And that's what I tried to explain to you.
He did. All. He tried.
That's all.
And then we tasted food here, and I was like, oh, I could get used to this. Mm-hmm. This is good. He's loving it. The children love it. Like, y'all, we've traveled to a lot of different places with our children, and they be eating burgers and fries everywhere. I remember when we went to Jamaica, I had arranged for a private chef to come and make this meal with oxtail and plantain and da-da-da. And after the first 3 days, the way these people were disrespecting the food, by the third day, I even messaged this private chef. I said, don't come. Don't even come again, because these children, they're going to eat burger and fries. You're going to make all this food. They're going to ask us to order burger and fries. So even they're loving the food. Every restaurant we go to, y'all, my son is just like,
He says, oh, so this is why you brought us to Mexico for this meal. This is all good. And the next restaurant, this is why you brought us to Mexico.
And then my daughter, it would be like every meal we go to, she's like, this is delicious. Because, you know, she's very cultured.
No, because Elizabeth agrees with me. She knows
She said, right, Josh.
She knows I'm right.
I love
Panda too.
What did Panda?
She
said it's so true. It's so true. Mubo said, I just love you guys. Some people say, Lord, I love you. Send me and I will go. But you guys actually live out the truth of obedience. Amen. Like, it's so funny. Like, when I say coming, we were like, God, whatever it looks like, we're in, right? But we have truly been surprised. Jeremy said we're on our way. Listen, I was saying our daughter, like, usually she's kind of like, I don't know whether I like this food. I told her in the first 3 days, she used the word, okay, my hubby is going to Josh is going to try to plug in the laptop. He's going to do a thing. He's going to rig a thing here. But she's just eating, and I'm like, yo, you said the word delicious, not delicious, delicious. She'll be like, this is delicious every time. So food is number 2. The number of restaurants was a surprise. Like, there are so many restaurants everywhere. There's so many options that we were like, yeah, tech guy is doing the tech guy things that we like. I saw a video. This woman's lived here for 2 years. She said that almost every weekend she goes to a different restaurant. She still hasn't visited all the restaurants that there are. So we're not even going to bother to try. I can reach it. This?
Yeah, just plug it in here.
Oh, boom. Okay, tech guy. Okay, tech. Look at him sitting down all accomplished. Hey, Nervaline. Hey, sis. Okay, so that's food. That's restaurants. Now let's talk about, hold up. What do we got next?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, the house we ended up getting. Okay, so we're in an Airbnb right now. We're moved in. We got our apartment yesterday.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Super fast, super simple process. We had a realtor help us. Shout out Fernanda. And we saw 3 places. She sent us a bunch of options. So just the leadership of the Lord, okay? Listen, she's like, millionaire retreat in the making. Blah, 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 blah. Just the way God leads. I want to talk about how God has led us in this move, okay? We looked on Airbnb because the place we have is ridiculous, and we're going to tell you about it. We looked on Airbnb, tons of options. We almost turned down this option because they didn't have a dryer, right? But I kept back to it, and I'm like,
not just because they didn't have a dryer. That makes it sound so stutch.
Then what else was it?
It was because the
other places had dryers.
This place didn't have a dryer. It didn't have a washer.
It did have a washer.
It didn't have a dryer, but it also...
What we didn't account for was the fact that the heat is so much you don't need a dryer. But anyway.
Well, right. But it was also really far from a laundromat.
Yes.
And we don't have a car.
So we'd have to,
so it was a combination of those
get
things.
an Uber just to do laundry. Like, in our mind, you need a dryer.
Because we were a family of 5.
Yes,
so
there's a lot of laundry
wet stuff to just throw around.
And we've only traveled with like our suitcases, so it's not like you have a closet full of stuff you can put off laundry for a long time. Like, we know we're going to be doing a lot of laundry. And so, yeah, we were like, okay, there's a washer, there's no dryer. There were other places that had a washer and a dryer. And so we're going to choose other places. And I kept coming back to this place. And I'm like, Josh, I like it. I like it so much. Let's just do this one. Even if we have to figure out drying, no problem. Y'all, why did we land here? And number one, it is so gorgeous. And then when it came to looking for an apartment, so the apartment is going to be for a year. And all the places that were just generally listed that our realtor helped us to find were okay. But there were pretty major things that we were like, this ain't gonna work for us.
One of them was a penthouse.
It was a penthouse suite.
On the top of a 6-story building.
Beautiful, tiny, very small.
A
jacuzzi.
Fully openable. You could completely open the door.
So you could just
go out onto the balcony. The balcony was about as big as the house, as the apartment.
Pretty wide.
And
the problem,
you're on the 6th story. And the wall
3 children
was about this high, protecting you from falling off the edge of the building.
With 3 children.
Even our realtor was like, don't do it, guys. It's not worth it.
This ain't it. It had a jacuzzi on what do they call it? A terrace jacuzzi?
Something
like that. So it was gorgeous. It was bougie. It was nice.
It was really beautiful.
But not with a 5-year-old boy.
No.
That loves to just bounce everywhere.
No.
So that was a no. Then we went to another place and it had all these things and it was nice, but it wasn't quite it. She's no. She said natural selection. Okay. So we in our complex, which is it's a hidden complex. It's a newly built. The whole complex is just being built. They're still doing construction
every day.
Every day they're doing construction
with hammers.
Why are we the same person?
High effort tools
with hammer. So you know how long this construction is going to take. Bang, 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 bang. So that's how much though this place we're in is not on the map. The listing that we found, which is right across from us, it's not listed online. They didn't list it online. Y'all follow me. The only reason we saw it was because we had to drive past their house to get to our Airbnb every day for the last few days. And every time we did, we were like, it's Mexico. Yes, Kelly. And so we're like, hey, this place is for rent. So our realtor reaches out to them. Guys, when I tell you this house that it's a house we're getting. I keep saying apartment, but it's a house. Has everything. There's a song that's like, we got everything we need. We bless, we bless, we bless. We got everything we need. Can I tell y'all how specific the Lord is? When you ask him for what you ask for, and y'all know for me, housing is a big deal. Me and Jesus talk about housing because it's a big part of our story. Watch the worship night video we did on Facebook. if you want to see the full story around housing with our family. But housing is a big deal. And I was like, Abba, you're sending us to Mexico, and I don't really know what to expect. I didn't really have a list, but one of the things we heard was that Yucatan, the state, has hard water. And so one of the houses that we went to check out had like the shower that rains down on you, rain down on you. And while that could be nice and cute, if it's hard water and you got hair like I do, you don't want hard water in your hair every single day.
Trust me.
Stop it, Josh.
Trust me.
I can't with you. Okay, so you don't want the hard water in your hair. And when I asked the lady at the other place, well, what do we do about the hard water in your hair? What do you guys do? She was like, well, you just kind of shower like this every day.
Yeah.
I was like, sis, I cannot be showering like this every day. So this place we found has reverse osmosis water built into the whole house. Then the second thing that we heard from a lot of the people here is that the electricity bill is what gets you. So the rent is pretty reasonable. A lot of the cost of living is reasonable, but electricity is where you get got if you ain't ready for it. One woman said that she turned on the AC. It was just her by herself in her apartment. So it's a smaller apartment than what we would have. She had the AC on her first month arriving every night.
Just in her bedroom.
Just in her bedroom every night. And her AC bill was like, what was it? 1,200. Her electricity bill was 1,200. Just that. So she was kind of like, don't play with the electricity out here. Okay. The house that we found, 10 solar panels.
Which is something we were trying to figure out how to do
in Canada.
And it was just so expensive.
And we were like, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do the solar panel
for 6 months of the year, and the rest of the time.
And then the rest of the time, there's no sun.
It's covered in snow, and there's
You're
no
praying
sun
for the sun for yourself, not even for the solar panel. Who needs solar panel? You want sun on your own skin. So God shows up and shows that when I tell you, hey, but we're not done. So not only did we now get reverse osmosis water, we got the solar panels. The other thing that people often talk about is the drinking water. Like you can't just drink unless you're used to it. You can't just drink the water directly.
It's not if you're used to it.
I think some people do. Some people do. I'm in the groups. Some people do. So. I'm telling you, some people do. Why are you arguing with me?
I'm pretty sure you're just not supposed to.
Listen here. You don't know everybody here.
Ask them.
He's not in the groups. I'm in the groups.
Tell me. Okay, forget about the groups. Put it in the chat. Do you drink the water or not? Yes or no? I want to see.
Even if y'all don't drink the water, some people do. That is my point.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay. Anyhow.
What a shame.
Are you done?
This house has drinkable water.
This house has drinkable water, which, okay, we're here in Mexico. It does not necessarily mean that we can speak Spanish yet.
No. Not reverse osmosis.
So the reverse osmosis, water. Okay. So, okay. How do we say this?
I've opened a can.
You've opened a whole can. So what we were talking, there's two different things here. Okay, two different things. Number one, the regular water from the taps is hard water. So the hard water is for showering and stuff. The reverse osmosis helps the whole house not have as hard of water. That's number one. But they still said we don't necessarily recommend that you drink the reverse osmosis water. She said we are preparing rainwater to drink. I can't with you, Carrie. Okay, so that was reverse osmosis was for the shower. Now, for our house, in addition to reverse osmosis water, the family that was in that house also wanted to be able to drink from the tap. So they also installed a drinking water. Was it filter?
There's a filter.
It's like a huge filter system so that we could cook and drink and not have to think about the water. So you can shower and not think about the water, and then you can cook and drink and not think about the water. Okay, boom. Hola. Let me say hi to some people. Hey, SD Quills. If you're watching, say hi. Hey, Rennie, I see you. I see you, Dylan. I see you, Black Velvet. I see you, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Seren. Hey, Brian. Hey, Vero.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Is it Brian's birthday?
His birthday was a couple days ago.
Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Brian. Hey Uvia, hey Riv Naturally, James, so many of you guys. All right. Next thing about the house was that it had the 3 bedrooms for us and the children. It had the office with a desk already built in, gorgeous space. And then it has its own pool, as if there's not 3 pools a 2-minute walk away. You'll understand why there's so many pools out here. Hey, Julia. Hey, Patty. Y'all are going to understand. Oh, look at that. Even locals don't drink the water.
That's what I'm telling you. The person who owns this Airbnb that we're in came in here and she told me,
that's so funny.
Don't drink from the tap. Don't cook with the tap unless it boils for like 90 seconds or something.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to drink it.
All right. Okay, so Kelly, you settled that debate. They don't drink the water, but these people in this house.
You should really learn to listen to me.
I listen to you
all
the time.
Good. It's for
all
your
the
own
time.
Good.
This man has saved my life many a time.
Yes.
Separate dining room. The house that we have now has all this space to play, like homeschooling, 2 living rooms, everything. Should we tell them how much? No, nobody asked. Nobody asked. It's all good. It's all good.
We'll just
next one. Let's talk healthcare. No, not healthcare. Let's do.
We saved that one.
Let's do. Which one do we want to do? Let me see. So we
have a list.
Tech. Children.
Tech. We can talk about tech. We didn't talk about
tech. Okay, let's talk about tech since we already encountered tech. Tech has surprised us. Oh my gosh, guys. That's the malls. People be in the chat about how much.
It's too late. You guys were too late.
You're too
late. Nope. You're too late. I guess we could tell them.
We could tell them. All of what we said for less than 3K Canadian a month. Y'all. It's Daniela. Hey, Daniela. Okay, less than 3K a month. We were like, okay.
Canadian,
not USD.
So it's like $5 US.
Oh, stop it. Why are you like this? Don't be embarrassing our people like that. It's nonsense. Okay, he said there's a lag. Okay, next one is the
technology.
Technology
here is surprisingly, I have mixed feelings. Technology here is surprisingly good.
Yes.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah, we didn't expect that.
Amazing,
the architecture.
Which isn't technology, but kind of. The architecture here is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh.
What?
Technology. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Architecture here is absolutely gorgeous. When we were at this park that we went to, La Plancha Park.
Yes.
You would look over.
So beautiful.
A canal or a
water
river
fountain,
or something, and
river.
Beautiful buildings, designs,
architecture,
lighting, and everything everywhere.
Yes.
Of course, Central is like 130 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
So
it's like
older buildings.
It has beautiful like colors. It's very colorful. Now, I will say there are people here that are paying. Like a friend of ours messaged and said she was paying $740 for her full place, but she's here by herself. So you can choose where, how much you want of a place and how much you want to pay in your rent and where you want to live in the city and stuff like that. But yeah, the tech has been amazing. We went to, community. Something that really shocked us.
No, technology, we're not done.
What else about technology? We're done with technology. We are done.
So there's one issue that we have with technology is the internet.
Internet. Okay, let's talk about the internet.
You guys saw we lost our connection.
We literally lost y'all twice.
Now I think, are we hotspotting now?
We're hotspotting.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I haven't been here long enough. I think
it's just our Airbnb though.
We haven't been here long enough.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's just that the internet here sucks or if the person who has internet in this Airbnb doesn't have the best
level.
Quality of internet because it's an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's that because I was at the get-together. So there's get-togethers, and I'll talk to y'all about the get-togethers. But I was at a get-together on Thursday, and oh my gosh, see, Austin said he already came over here and has full citizenship. That's so dope. That's so cool. So I was sitting with some friends on Thursday night, and they mentioned that both of them work from home and they have the highest level of internet with the same internet provider that we have at this Airbnb. And she was like, there is zero glitches with their internet. However, here, we've, like, as you guys have seen, we've been kicked off a number of times. We work online, so the other house that we're getting, they already have Wi-Fi installed, and they were saying that they worked from home, so they have the highest level of internet, so therefore we should be able to get good internet. We just don't know until you get there, right? Hey Amotayo, hey Neely, hey Maya, hey Sam. All right. That's tech. We're done with tech. Husband of mine.
For now.
We're done with tech. Let's go to the next
For
one.
now.
Let's go to the next thing. Immigration. The process was once again simpler than we expected. It was
There's one hiccup. Should I tell them, or is that gonna get someone fired? I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll tell them.
Okay, tell them what happened. So it's a simple process, right?
It's supposed to be extremely simple, and it just became simple instead. So, of course, when you fly into anywhere...
so we had to do a bunch of paperwork in Canada.
We did paperwork in Canada, which was really easy.
And they were very specific in what they said when we land.
When you land, you have to show them
the page, because we're getting our residency here.
Temporary residency permit.
Yes. So they were like, show them this page.
They have to sign it or stamp it.
And they have to put it in the system. All right.
Fine.
Boom. Okay. We understand that.
We can do that. So we show them.
We show them the page. We say, page. They said to show you right here.
It was before we knew much Spanish.
Yes. But we didn't need to know Spanish because you just show the page.
And they speak English
at the airport. There was no issues.
So we showed them.
Moved on. Signed it. Yes. He got someone over to come and help him.
Yeah.
I thought nothing of it.
They confirmed everything, and they signed it, and we went our way.
Super smooth. We go to the immigration office. So now I'm supposed to exchange the visa in my passport for a card, a temporary residency card. And they're like, you're not in Mexico. And I'm like, sis, I'm standing in front of you. I think I'm in Mexico. And she's like, yeah, you may be here, but you're not in the system. Like, you're not, there's no record of you entering the country. And we were like,
then we remembered
that he signed
it,
that he signed the thing.
But we remembered watching him sign it, and he didn't type anything on a computer. He didn't scan anything. He took an orange highlighter
and highlighted
our name on a piece of physical paper, and then put that piece of paper somewhere.
So this woman says, hey, Gina said, love your lock. Oh, that's not the here. Love your locks. Thanks, sis. I love them too. One of the best decisions ever. Okay. So he highlighted our name somewhere and stamped something. Can I tell you? People are like, please tell us the technology stuff. We need to tell them the technology stuff.
I'll tell you.
But not now.
Later.
Not yet.
I'll tell you later.
We'll tell you the nonsense technology.
Top of the line, world-class technology.
Nonsense. Anyway, we're now at the immigration.
I can't wait to tell you about the technology.
I love my husband.
I love my wife, as you were saying.
So at the immigration office, she now goes, yo, you're not in the system anywhere. So what has happened is when you came in the airport, they were supposed to enter you into the computer, especially because you're coming to and you're getting the temporary residency. And evidently the person wrote me down on paper. So now something that should have taken one day essentially is going to take about a week, because they've now emailed the airport to say, hey, you need to move her from your paper to the computer so we have proof that she's here, and then we can give her the residency. But that's all being taken care of. We're going back this week. It's super simple. So technically it should be a super simple process. And in my case, there was a little bit of a hiccup just because someone used the paper instead of using the computer right at the immigration in the airport. So that was the only thing. But the tech has been amazing.
Amazing. What's next?
Nonsense. Next, we've got, so we've done the tech, child activities. Oh my gosh, we didn't talk about the mall, the other mall.
There's another mall.
There's another mall. The first mall we attended, we went to, and we were like, we're not even mall people, guys. You have to understand. In Canada, we probably went to the mall once a year.
Because
and very
in Canada,
specific.
They're broken down. The shops have all closed down.
There's a lot of closed stores.
I remember once I went into a mall and there was an old Sears building.
Yeah, still there.
Still had like the S hanging down and the doors were open.
Yeah, and you just walk through
and there's like wires falling down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Creepy music starts to play.
I mean, there's nice malls in Canada. We just are not mall people.
Not very many.
Sure. Yeah, Yorkdale,
Eaton Center.
And Fairview, maybe.
And half of them have like shootings and stuff all the time.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're not mall people. But we needed to go to the mall because we needed to buy something. I can't remember what it was. And the person took us to a mall. Okay, great. Why did we go inside this mall, y'all? And
Torian said, it's cold.
I said, it's very cold. Why is it so cold?
It's cold
because Mérida is very hot. We like the heat. We came from the heat. And I'm freezing. And I'm like, what's going on?
It's like ice.
Why are you like this? And we walk a little, and what do we see but an entire ice skating rink?
Full-size regulation
size ice rink in the middle of the mall with a figure skating competition happening
in progress
with real amazing figure skaters.
We got there in time for one girl to spin up, do her prayer, and then start her routine. It was crazy.
We were watching, like the children were just like,
and there was like a crowd watching, and judges were there.
The judges,
everything.
Like we were like, what? So this was the first mall we stepped into, landing in Mexico, and imagine the kind of mentality. I think what we've been talking about is like, I think that people have given Mexico people have framed Mexico to be less than what it is by focusing on likely the areas in Mexico where there is a lot of crime or there is less technology or da. But just stepping into that mall, I was like, I've never seen this in Canada. I know that there is a mall in Canada that has, Josh appreciates this comment. There is a mall in Canada that does have an ice skating rink, but I was not expecting that in Mexico, in the heat. Like, what? So they had that, the architecture again in that mall. The mall was architectural. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. And every mall we've been to 3 malls so far. So I told y'all about the mall with the playground outside in the mall, the playground inside the immigration office. And then there was a live performance of like violinists. We were dancing. Y'all know me. I'm going to dance if there's music playing.
He was dancing.
I was dancing with the children, having such a blast. So just those things really surprised us. We were not expecting that. What else? Let me see. Last one, because, oh my gosh, you know what else I wasn't expecting? That it was going to be 2 hours behind EST. If any of y'all follow me, you know that I'm already a late night person. I don't know what we gonna do, y'all. I don't know what we gonna do over here because
we knew it was going to be an hour behind.
We planned on it being 1 hour behind EST. And then daylight savings
happened. And Mexico doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah. So now we are 2 hours behind. So for y'all, it's probably, if you're in EST right now, it is almost midnight. It's like 10:52. Over here, it's 8:52. Guys, when I tell you that, that's Toronto time.
You have your thing set to Toronto time?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's Toronto time. This is
I was ready to go to bed.
So we're going to be living life in Eastern, which just means we're super early over here. It's just really weird. So that's one piece that we were not prepared for. Is that Texas time, 2 hours before EST? Mm-hmm. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Okay. Healthcare.
Healthcare was mind-blowing. We've been here 6 days. We had to go to the hospital.
Yes.
Our daughter went swimming a whole bunch and got a
ear infection. Yes.
So we just had
which has happened in Canada. Like she's gone swimming and had an ear infection and we need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
The experience.
So we set aside time
to go to the hospital.
Because in Toronto, in Canada, you go to the hospital.
It's a 6 hour, 3 to 6 hour trip.
You sit down in emergency for 3 hours waiting to see somebody.
Yes. To know whether you're going to get the help that you need. And then when they give you the help, it's rushed. It is like they barely look at you. Now, like I'm saying, everything we're saying is just our experience. I'm sure there's other people who have had other experiences.
Certainly. You had, if you're Canadian and you're watching this right now, I know Canada's healthcare is amongst the top in the world.
Top in the world.
We have an overabundance of doctors who care the most about you and they tell you the truth about everything you're there to see. It's fine.
And they take their time.
But it wasn't our experience.
Usually when we're going to the doctor for something, we know it's going to take us hours and hours to get seen. We know that they're going to be very rushed when they speak to us. So who knows, and then we've even had an experience where the doctor was
talking about how horrible it is.
Instagram is going off. Instagram, y'all.
It's horrible.
She's like, same here. ER is horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Someone here, where is the healthcare sucks? We're not even going to highlight the comments, but okay. So wait. I was saying, you're going to wait. We've even had an experience where a doctor was so rushed in their diagnosis that they didn't even check what was really happening. They didn't look at the hand. Like Josh had gone in for something with his hand. They didn't even look at his hand, but they prescribed the
high-powered steroid medication.
And then Josh asked
antibiotics and one other thing that I forget.
Yeah. Without looking at him.
He was on his computer
the whole time.
I came in, I sat down and he did this. And then he just kept looking at his computer, typing, and prescribing me stuff.
Okay. And then after prescribing all those things to him, Josh asked the guy directly, is there anything that I can do as a lifestyle change to help me without needing to take the steroid, the antibiotic, and the whatchamacallit for this hand?
Yeah. I said, is it something I'm eating? Maybe I need to exercise more? Like what? And they said, no. All you can do is take medicine.
Yes.
This medicine. The pharmacy is on your way out.
Yes. So now let's talk about our experience here.
Okay.
We arrived 12:20, let's say, to the emergency. So same kind of place that we go to, the emergency place, because Marinata was feeling all this pain. And as soon as we got there, here's the thing. She wasn't even feeling pain at that time, at this point. She was feeling like she said a 10 out of 10 the night before. The night before she was in a lot of pain. So we knew we were going to go the next morning. That day, she told them, I'm a 3 out of 10. And we were like, you have to tell the truth. But
this was before that even happened.
Yeah.
We sat down at the registration nurse's desk.
Yeah.
To just say, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
And a doctor came over.
Yeah.
And stood beside us and started talking to the nurse and talking to Marinata.
Yeah.
And talking to us, saying, well, based on what you've said, it's going to be one of these two options.
Yeah.
You decide.
Do you want to see a pediatrician specialist, or do you want to see, I forget what the other option was. Yeah, ENT, because
they're just right upstairs.
The specialist is upstairs, so you can see the specialist.
What do you want to do?
Or you can see the pediatrician. So we were like, okay, we don't think this needs an ENT because we've been here before. We think it's an ear infection.
Doctor walked up to us at the registration desk
to give us our options
and told us what we could do.
Then we choose the pediatrician. We go in, and this is where we encountered the second piece of tech that was like, whatever. It was nice. This was
fantastic. This piece of technology. Our daughter stood on a box.
Yeah, just a box.
Just it was like a thing. Think of it like a scale on your bathroom scale. And it took her weight
without doing,
instantly.
In Canada we do the thing comes down to your head, you measure it, and then you see your weight show up and all the things.
Or they have the thing where they move the little
bar
and it starts to, this one she just stood on it. It's all digital,
and it was like
it took her weight,
your height,
her
your body mass index
instantly.
Yeah.
display
like,
on the screen.
It was so
and it's
cool.
100% accurate.
Stop it, Josh. Stop it right now.
100% accurate.
It was so cool that I was like, oh, can I step on this thing and see my weight, my height, and my BMI? Because that's just dope. And she's like, oh, of course. And so I took off my shoes.
100% accurate.
I step on it, and it gave me the wrong reading for my height.
No. 100% accurate. Toy's just a little upset.
The wrong reading.
She hasn't recovered.
For my height. I know how tall I am.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say. That's the end of that conversation.
I'm not going to say it here.
No, you are not going to say it here. I know how tall I am.
But she's hurt.
It was wrong.
And she hasn't recovered yet. The technology is 100% accurate.
Joshua Crandall. Done. We're done with that conversation. I told him we're never going back to that ever again. And next time, I'm not going to be asking any machine to tell me how tall I am, because I know how tall I am. Amen. Amen. Okay.
Amen.
Okay. Next thing. So now we go in to see. So our wait to see the doctor, like to go inside. I thought it was another triage, because often we'll go from one triage and then to another triage to wait. They were like, go inside. Look at Austin, about 100% accurate. Listen, y'all
100%.
better just fall back, okay?
100%.
Fall back. Fall all the way back. Anyhow, we go into the next room, and I thought they were putting us into another waiting room. No. It was the doctor. Within 30 minutes?
I wrote it all down. I don't have it.
About 30 minutes.
But we got there. We sat at the registration desk and saw a doctor right away.
Yes.
Then within 5 minutes,
they took
Maranatha to do all the vitals.
Yep.
The weight and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then within 10 minutes,
yep,
she got a private room to see a doctor.
Yep.
And then I think it was maybe 20 minutes
20
later.
minutes of us talking. And then they were like, they weren't rushed. So I was like surprised and kind of weirded out. I was so used to doctors.
You told me you were afraid.
Yeah, because they were asking so many questions and taking the. So
like, this is more serious than I thought.
Yeah, at first I was like,
"What's wrong with my baby?"
Are you done?
That's what she said.
That's not what I said.
You're the one who wanted to do this late at night. I'm exhausted.
And this is what happens when he's exhausted.
What happens.
It just comes out of him. Okay, so it wasn't what's wrong with my baby, but
I heard her from outside.
Oh my God.
My baby!
John,
maybe it was a different room.
You need to go to bed.
It might have been a different room.
You need to go to bed. You need to go to bed. Anyhow, now we're with the doctor. The doctor is asking me so many questions that I am concerned. I messaged Josh, right? Like, I don't know why they're asking me this many questions, because I'm used to Canada where it's like 1-2 questions. Here's the prescription, barely look. They did all sorts of checking everything for her. Everything. It was so good. And then they were like, so, because I told them I think it's an ear infection because she just went swimming. And so they asked all these questions around the swimming and da-da-da-da-da. They now give us, okay, this is what you can do for the current pain. But here's what was different. They now tell us this is how to prevent her having an ear infection again the next time she goes swimming. Here's what you need to do for all your children when you go swimming so that they don't get ear infections. Guys, we've gone to the doctor for ear infections because we had a pool in Canada
every year
after swimming. Every year, and we always ask, every time we go to a doctor, we ask them,
tell us what to do.
What can we do so that we don't have to come back for the same thing? If y'all know me, I'm a systems person. If we have one problem one time, you have the same problem a second time, there's got to be a way to not have that problem again. Every time we've asked, there's nothing you can do. Here, you just take this medication, take this antibiotic, da-da-da-da-da, and that's it.
It's always just come back. If something else happens, come back.
I didn't even ask these guys. They were like, here's what you need to do so that it doesn't happen again. She said, pop out, Josh. We believe you're dramatic. Nonsense. Okay. So that was the healthcare. We were really surprised by how fast it was. The cost of the whole visit.
We got the doctor's personal phone number.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, exactly.
We ended the whole thing. So first there were 2 doctors attending to us the whole time. And then at the end of the session, one of the doctors was like, here's your here's my WhatsApp phone number. If it doesn't change, if it doesn't get better, if anything goes sideways, you can message me directly and I'll be able to give you any information to help you.
It doesn't make any sense.
We've never got
doesn't make any sense.
Direct access to a doctor to be able to, anyway.
For anything.
Now the bill, we're expecting, we're like, what's the bill going to be? It came out to about $45 for the whole hospital visit. Okay. Last thing. I think that was the last thing. The heat. So the one thing we will say.
We don't really know.
Is we don't know about the heat. Everyone we've talked to has said, you guys came in the perfect weather situation. Y'all, the perfect weather situation is 31 degrees Celsius. Around 31 degrees to 35 degrees Celsius, which is already hot.
And locals say it's chilly.
And locals are saying this is cold. It's chilly.
They're wearing
this
sweaters.
Is winter. And
Long
everyone's
pants.
Telling us that April and May.
I saw one person with a scarf. I didn't.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
I'm making it up now.
No hats, no scarves. Okay. But they've all told us that we should they were like, just brace yourselves for April and May, because April and May is when the sun really comes out.
Ready.
And when it's going to be really hot. I
can't tell you how ready I am. I can't wait. Zoom in on me.
Zoom in on you.
Zoom in on me.
Josh, why are you going to mess up the camera feed?
I can't wait to feel how hot it's going to be.
Wow.
I have ice water flowing through my veins. From the last 30 some odd years of living in Canada, I can't wait.
Okay.
Zoom out on me.
We're going to see how Josh feels. I'll probably do another one of these summary videos a month from now. And we'll see how excited he is about this heat. Because people be like, this heat ain't no joke.
I can't wait.
It ain't no joke. Rubina said we need to see more of Josh. These guys ain't got to meet you yet. Like, they're just getting to meet you.
Wait, you just have to see me after 10 o'clock Eastern. After 10 o'clock Eastern, this is what you get.
Or at a Millions retreat. Because at a Millions retreat, he's exhausted enough that he just, there's no filter. It's just Josh. Okay. That's been our experience. The first week has been very surprising. Oh, the community. That's another thing that really surprised me was there's so many expats here. Like, so many people here from all over the world.
And they all come to talk to you.
And the community is big time.
Yeah.
Like, we went day one, we landed. We went to the clubhouse for the children to go play because they were like cooped up in the airplane and airport or whatever. So we go to the clubhouse, and there was a woman there with her two children. And so she's playing, we're playing, everyone's speaking Spanish. She hears me speaking in English. She goes, hey, are you guys, where are you guys from? In English. I'm like, oh, you speak English? She's like, yes. And then she just gives me game. She's like, this is where my children go to school. This is what we do. This is where this is where that. If you need anything, this is where you can find a nanny. This is where you can find this. Like, just, if you need anything, let me know. Here's my WhatsApp number. That was number one. Then the next day, this is how much like everyone just helps each other here. Okay. The next day, I need to talk about the community WhatsApps. But the next day, we go to the immigration office. I'm in line sitting beside another guy who's from America. And we start talking to each other, and he's like, this is the guy that helps me like kind of run errands every day. I'm going to be moving. I'm building a house over here. If you need anything, he's local. He's got you. He will help you figure things out. Listen, this man told us about this guy on day 2 of arriving in the country. That day, I needed to mail something back to Canada as soon as possible. I messaged the guy he connects me to. The guy's like, I'm down. Let's go. Where do I meet your family? We meet at the mall, which is the mall that had the ice skating rink. The guy comes down. The guy carries us everywhere. Takes me to where we're supposed to get stuff printed. Takes us to go get stuff mailed. Takes us to like everything we needed. He was just like, this is where you do this. This is where you do this. And then the other guy that I met at the immigration office gave me his phone number and was like, Here's the WhatsApp. If you have any questions, here you just message me. If you guys are trying to buy a car, sell a car, I'll just connect you to my people. Done. Then the next day, we hear about there's a Black community here. Connecting with the Black community, they have a get together on the Thursday night. We go to the get together, and y'all, there were like 40 children, all English speaking. So Maranatha, like the children are just like in children heaven, right? They're running around on the playground. Rah, rah, rah. They were having so much fun. And then we're sitting with the parents and the adults, and we're just talking. And people are like, are you in this WhatsApp chat? There's a WhatsApp chat for moms. There's a WhatsApp chat for homeschooling. There's a WhatsApp chat for buying and selling. There's a WhatsApp chat for dads. There's a WhatsApp chat for book club people. Everything here. There's a WhatsApp chat for everything. Then when we got the apartment in this complex, one of the things we found out from the realtor is that complexes will also have WhatsApp chats for everyone in that community. So I messaged my friend that I met at the playground on day one, and I'm like, hey, is there a WhatsApp chat for this community? And she's like, oh, is there? Brings us in not just to the WhatsApp chat for this community, but there's another WhatsApp chat for so we were in the WhatsApp chat for a lot of the Black community in Mérida. Now we're in the WhatsApp chat for the expat community in Mérida with its buy and sell and its and then when you need something, you're just like, yo, where can you find, what app do you use to order food? Well, oh, Instacart. They have their version of an Instacart, but it's not just food. It's not just Instacart. It's like groceries, food. You can even Instacart money. Like you can pay with your credit card and they go to an ATM. We haven't done it yet, but we know people who have. Josh would not do that. I don't know if I do that. He would not do that at all. I don't think I would do that one. There are people who have done it, and the app does that. There's just so much community that shocked me more than anything else, because we love community. If y'all know us, you know we are community people. I'm like on a tirade, on a monologue, but I'm gonna just finish real quick. We love community. We are community people. That was one of the biggest parts of this sacrifice and this move, is leaving our people in Canada. And on that note, we want to thank our community in Canada, because we would not be here without y'all.
At all.
We would not be here without y'all.
In fact, I might be locked inside of a storage
unit. We would not be here.
If not,
without our community.
It was a miracle.
That final week of moving, I just want to say, shout out our people. A lot of people.
We can't use names because we'll miss people. It was there's so many people.
There's so many people. Like we were running, just so y'all understand what was happening. We were packing to come to Mérida. We had to pack the entire house because the house is being sold. Then
we had to look at everything we owned.
Everything we owned to organize it. Item. Are we selling? Are we giving? Are we selling? Moving? Are we shipping? Are we packing?
What are we doing with it? Are we packing it for right now? Or are we going to ship it later? Are we going to throw it away because it's just not useful? It's not useful to anyone. Are we going to try and sell it? Are we going to give it to people? Are we going to donate it?
What are we going to pack it? Every item. And this is a house that is like I don't know how many thousands of square foot house with things everywhere. And furniture, like everything needed to be figured out. And that same week, we were running a 5-day event. Joshua,
my wife.
I was running a 5-day event with Toyin Crandall Coaching, reinventyourself.ca. Check it out. If you want to land premium clients, we got you. And we threw down the whole week. The whole week we threw down. People were like mind blown. My business is blowing up. I'm landing premium clients, blah, blah, blah. This is happening the same time as Josh is in the garage.
I like to help people just as much as the next guy.
You love me.
I always have.
You love me.
And my wife decided I'm going to run a 5-day event. 6-day. I'm going to run a 6-day event.
6-day. It became 6 days.
And then on the very next day, do a VIP day.
And then yes. And then on the final day, she said, I expect nothing less. On the final day. So we finished the event, but it's the last chance we got in the house in Canada, and it's a gorgeous property.
It
like
was
we've
really
run
nice.
events out of that place. So what
let's
did
do
we
a
do?
VIP day.
We decided for one of our Millionaire Mastermind
Yes.
Platinum members, they get VIP days. I was like, sis, you're gonna come to my house. So we kept one room in the house untouched. Every other room was
and I'll have you know, that turned out to be such a fantastic VIP experience.
It was so good. It was beautiful.
I don't understand because we had so many people running in and out carrying furniture.
Like kids, people were taking the beds,
they all
the
brought
couches.
Their kids because their families they're trying to come and help.
Helping us. So like children are running all over, playing music, doing dance parties. But we're having this VIP day in the office, and it's this beautiful parlor with beautiful furniture, and it's silent in that room. And then we had our photo shoot happening in the main living room. Shout out to our vendors, Dylan and Sandra Rowe, that came down. So they're doing their thing in the middle of, this is the last, it was the Sunday. And then that left us with one last day to finish. We were leaving Tuesday, 7 a.m. We needed to be out. Monday night, we couldn't sleep in our house. We had to sleep in my sister's house. And Monday was the final. So Monday was the only day that I was actually off work and Josh is off, and we got to get everything finished.
I had a twitch in this eye. It's almost healed.
I am going to call out some people that came on that day.
I have a little bit of I have not recovered fully.
We had the Luchimas. I want to shout out the Luchimas because these guys spent like 3 or 4 days, morning till night, just packing with Josh. Took time off work just to help us pack, organize things.
There were times I went to Emily Luchima and I said, look at this.
What do we do?
What do I do with it?
Josh couldn't
Should I throw it out? I don't even know what to do. And she told me what to do with it.
She's just like, Toyin, don't even come into the kitchen. I got this. And then Jasmine and Eris come by on the last 2 days, and they just were with us from 8 a.m. I told them to come early. My definition of early is not everybody's definition of early. My definition of early is like 10 a.m. They took it as a real early, so they came at 8. So everybody got started at 8. We're like, okay, let's go. They're here. But thank God.
We wouldn't have made it.
When I tell you guys to pack, our stuff we had a storage, and in the storage, you have to be out of someone wants to connect about the coaching program. I got you, sis. She said, Toyin, I love your energy. I'm going to send you a message. I'd love to connect with you about the coaching. I got you. Send me a message. I am off officially until tomorrow, but by tomorrow, you will be hearing back from me. And this is my apology to everybody else that did not hear from me this week. This is where I've been. I've been in a life-changing move with my family and with the children, and making sure that like I'm present to what is happening here. So I know that there's been a ton of messages, a ton of DMs, especially because we had just done that event and Toyin ghosted. And the reason
same here is probably because you couldn't reach her. And I'm sorry
you probably tried to reach, because people try to reach Josh when they try to reach me.
Some people were like, hey, are you guys alive still?
Yeah. That's why we're doing this video, is because people were like, what happened? Y'all just like, you left and then we didn't hear from you. We've just been catching our breath. Okay. Yeah. But that last day, the storage unit closed at 10. And if you are still in their building after 10, they call the police. Like it's 10 for 10.
You can't even use your code to get out anymore.
When I tell y'all, we finished putting stuff in 4 minutes to 10.
There's a video.
Coming down. We have a video of us coming down the elevator. We get in the car to leave. We have 1 minute left, and one of the cars doesn't work. One of the people that was helping us, their car isn't working. And so they are pushing the car, running with the car. Get in. We were like, what is happening? We left their gate at like 9:59. We literally were like, we would not have made it if we didn't have.
We left the gate and I just pulled over on the side of the road.
We're just like,
and got out of the car.
What just happened?
Looked up at the stars.
Like, thank you, Jesus.
We all started giving high fives and everything.
Like, it felt like we were on a heist, but it wasn't a heist. But it felt like it because we were like, run, get out of here. But we made it. Made it to Mérida. We've been pleasantly surprised. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit different. Maybe we'll do another video and it's like the other side we never expected. But everything we've seen so far has been really awesome.
We've had a great time, and we've been surprised in a good way about a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Rested with our kids, which we haven't done in 2.5 years, really. Yeah,
we've been so go, and this week has just been really. And one thing, I think that's one of the things that we were planning around is to really enjoy here. There's so many activities. There's so many things they do. Every Sunday they have a bike riding. They close down the roads, one of the roads, to just bike ride in a circle. With all the parks, with all the outings, with all the pyramids. We literally have like a 14-week go out and explore plan for the children. Our homeschooling, we're excited for that. The only thing that we haven't done yet is find our church community. So we're praying for that. We're praying that God would lead us to what church community we're supposed to connect with. But it's just been amazing. But
it's been 5 days.
It's been 5 days. So giving ourselves grace. Yeah. And that's it. That's us. If y'all have any questions, put it in the chat. Maybe on the next one, we'll answer the questions. Yeah, that's it. That's the Crandalls. Peace out. Bye. Here.
I don't know how to end it.
Right here.
I've never done this before.